Liberty Reverse Mortgage. Guys, if you haven't tapped into reverse mortgages, what are you waiting for? There is a huge market. 10,000 people are turning 65 years of age every single day, and most of them could use a reverse mortgage. You know, if they called these things a retirement mortgage, there'd be a line around the corner. Now, if you want to learn how to use these things, Liberty Reverse Mortgage will help you out. If you want to learn, all you gotta do is click this banner right over there or somewhere around here. On with the show. I gotta tell you, this has become pretty pronounced lately, but the volume of federal bureaucratic inefficiency is absolutely deafening. And we should all be mad as hell, but for some reason, we're not. For example, the Federal Housing Administration, or as we know it, the FHA, proposed a rule on Tuesday that would allow lenders to use private flood insurance options rather than go through the National Flood Insurance Program. So, in case you missed that, FHA does not currently allow you to use private flood insurance. However, you must, absolutely must, use the National Flood Insurance Program. Now, would it surprise you to learn that the National Flood Insurance Program, the NFIP, is supposed to be self-supporting, but it loses money when claims exceed premiums? Duh. Congress canceled out $16 billion in debt in October 2017, in effect forcing taxpayers, that would be you and me, to pay for all these insurance claims. And did you know that the NFIP currently owes $20.525 billion to the U.S. Treasury? It only leaves them $9.9 billion in borrowing authority from a $30.425 billion limit. In short, they've lost north of $30 billion. That's a mess. You would have to agree. That is a colossal mess. $30 billion in the hole, wrote off $16 billion, and it's supposed to be self-sustaining. So I ask you, I ask you, why is the FHA just now, today, saying, you know, if a lender would rather use private flood insurance, we might let you do it? Hell, considering how poorly this whole thing is run and underwater, did you get it? The National Flood Insurance Program is underwater? Thought that was kind of clever. You might think the FHA would have mandated private flood insurance and shut the federal one down. My God, is there anybody in Washington who's looking at this stuff? According to Diana Olick, I like saying her name, mortgage demand from home buyers dropped to its lowest level in 6 months. Mortgage applications to purchase a home fell 3% for the week and were 16% higher than a year ago. Yet refinances were up 1%, absolutely showing no sign of slowing down whatsoever, which I still find crazy. Now, here's the thing I think Miss Olick missed. Maybe mortgage demand for buying homes right now, as seen through the eyes of buyers, is simply that there's not enough inventory to choose from, so why in the hell should I take a loan out? Now, speaking of inventory, I kind of think realtors should retake pictures of all the homes that they have listed, adorned with all the great holiday regalia that we have going on. Lights, baby Jesus.
Dear Lord, baby Jesus, or as our brothers to the south call you, Jesus, we thank you so much for this bountiful harvest of Domino's, KFC, and the always delicious Taco Bell.
A Star of David on the roof, the Grinch, Rudolph, the Fat Man, and even more lights. Do the whole thing up. See, because if you get somebody who does Christmas right on their house, you might just find a buyer where you didn't find one before. Besides, realtors, you guys are getting paid a whole bunch of money on the home. You're getting paid a whole bunch of that homeowner's equity, so let's mix this thing up a little bit. Why not? Hell, buy the lights. They're cheap enough these days, the LEDs. What do you guys think? And finally, speaking of the holidays, we, of course, have a policy that says you can't kick someone out of their home through December. Now, that's all nice, unless, of course, you're the landlord. Did you know that 50% of rental single-family residences are owned by individuals who only have one rental? 50%, only one rental. Now, these are landlords who are working on very slim margins. Now, in an October Urban Institute survey of 1,381 landlords who owned rental properties, 35.2% of respondents said they did not receive the full amount of rental payments from tenants during September, while 38.1% were not expecting to receive full rental payments in October. And as a result, the survey also found that 18.6% of landlords reported their vacancy rates have increased since the start of the pandemic. The combination of non-paying tenants and vacant units has created great financial stress on these landlords, with 31% of surveyed landlords respondents admitting they felt more pressure to sell their properties. So how the hell are their holiday seasons going to look right now? Do we not care about the landlords? I gotta tell you guys, if there is one term that sums up our industry and the policies we make and take, it's unintended consequences. Man, there's a bunch of them. Hey, listen, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Frank took the day off, a much deserved day off. If you're meeting us for the first time, make sure you subscribe, share this, hit the Facebook button, and see what your friends think about all the negativity I was spewing today. Oh, and if you want to get more of this on a regular basis, the best way to do it is get our app. And to do that, all you have to do is this.
Download the National Real Estate Post mobile app today. Available on Apple Store and Google Play. Just search National Real Estate Post.